at 2609 West Ramsey in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway between Sunset and 22nd. Call 951-849-7878.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. We got Jesse Sanchez in the house right now, just kicking it, making sure our news stories are ready to go. KMET 1490 AM is where it's at. You can always find us on social media on all the great platforms, including all the great shows throughout the day. We got quite a few shows as well that you might want to tune in that might help you find knowledge and wisdom, including some shows like Dave Ramsey's very own show. What other shows are coming on today, Jesse?
Let's see. We have, if you like Law and Order shows, there's the Dave Levine show at 10 o'clock. We have an IT show later on during the day or at 4 o'clock. We have just such a wide variety of different shows, so you'd have to tune in and find out.
There it is. Yeah, tune in, find out, download our app. It's free, it's simple, and it's the right thing to do. If you're tuning in, always do that as well. Also, check us out on social media, KMT 1490 AM. Always add us as your friend and sign up for notifications on all of our platforms. You can also do so at my own personal Aaron M. Sanchez on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope TV, LinkedIn. If you are online, we are as well. So we love our online audience. Let us know where you're tuning in from. As Stephanie Reed from Cleveland, Ohio, I think she definitely goes on for like the most loyal online listener ever. Wouldn't you agree, Jesse? I think she's pretty consistently always with us. So we're going to do a special shout out to Stephanie Reed, Cleveland, Ohio, who says, hello, happy editing this glorious sunshine day for today's awesomeness. Busy day ahead. We appreciate you, Stephanie. You are a top fan. And look, you got the top fan badge as well on Facebook. So we definitely appreciate you more than you know. We got Viviana over there. Says, good Wednesday morning to you and all the lovely Breakfast Club. We'll appreciate that. It is the Breakfast Club. And we appreciate you guys. All right. Lots of people got questions. And Jesse, you, I think it was recently somewhere, I think I read it, that Luca is something to check out. Did you say that?
Oh, yes. It's a new Disney movie. I'm not sure if Pixar had any hand in it, but yeah. It is on Disney Plus, and I actually enjoyed it. And it's about I'm trying not to spoil the movie. It is about a sea monster who has when he goes on land, he can turn to a human. So he ends up meeting another sea monster, human, whatever, and they go on this little summer adventure together. So I thought it was a cute movie, and I thought it was fun for the family. Everyone that I recommended it to loved it. So if you have Disney Plus, give it a chance, Luca. And yeah, it's a fun. Oh yeah, we're all getting ready for the Black Widow July 9th. Which gets released in theater and Disney Plus, but you'll have to pay the premiere price for that. But I think it would be worth it, definitely.
I like the virtual view with others. I think it's called six viewers, right? You can all watch at the same time and get the Disney bundle, stream now or download and go. You got exclusive Disney Plus originals. I still got to get caught up on The Mandalorian season 2. I haven't done that. WandaVision, The Falcon.
Game changer.
Huh?
Great series, yeah.
Okay. So some cool stuff, and of course available for everybody. So I think that's something definitely worth checking out. And Jesse's always got the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment, so we might talk about that a little later. Black Widow, I will say I would like to go to the show to see that. I don't know if I want to see that at the drive-in or at the movie theater, but yeah, it looks about right. Lots of questions in America. A lot of questions. Of course, Biden's 70% vaccination rate hasn't exactly hit just yet, but this is interesting, actually. Missouri is seeing a rise in severe COVID-19 cases among the young as the Delta variant is spreading. We talked about this yesterday briefly because it's here in Los Angeles, and we've been talking about how it is here, but now we've got Missouri sounding the alarm over a wave of young COVID-19 patients who are now filling hospital beds. Leanne Handel, an assistant nursing manager of a medical surgical COVID-19 unit at Cox Health in Springfield, said she and her staff have seen the patient population over the past year go from elderly people who are immunocompromised or have multiple other conditions to more recently younger individuals who do not think COVID is real and haven't been vaccinated against the disease. She said to ABC News in a video diary yesterday, she said, right now our average patient population is, what do you think the average is now? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. Can I get a wild guess?
Okay, 8 to 12, 13 to 18, 19 to 28, 27 to 34, 30 to 55, and 65 and over.
Let's get 27 to 34.
Okay, 30 to 55 years old, and patients as young as 18. That's in Missouri. Okay, Handel told ABC News, I cannot speak to the pediatric population, so our unit doesn't take care of them. She says, so what we're seeing now are the patients who are coming in who don't think that they're going to get sick from it, who are not mentally prepared to make life and death decisions of, do they want to be intubated? Ooh. At that age, you don't think about that, right? And also this question, do you want CPR if your heart should stop? You get asked that question, you got to have a plan in advance, Jesse.
Well, my plan is, just keep me alive.
Resuscitation, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be a vegetable, but keep me alive.
Yeah. She says, we have very few patients who have been admitted that have been vaccinated, so it's been proven to keep you at least out of the hospital and from severe disease. Handel noted a scary trend among younger patients with the spread of the so-called Delta variant, a highly contagious strain of the virus that was first identified in India and has since been detected in more than 80 countries around the world, as well as dozens of U.S. states, including Missouri. She said, with the new variant in our area, these patients are getting sicker, quicker. They're progressing through the spectrum very, very quickly. We're still throwing everything we have at them, but our methods are mostly supportive to get the virus to stop replicating within the body. By the time you're already in the hospital, so much damage has been done, we can't stop what's going on. So as a healthcare provider, what I want the community to know is that your best bet to avoid severe disease is get vaccinated. Handel said there's currently no lack of beds in her unit, but there is a limited number of staff to take care of really ill COVID patients because the hospital is now operating at full capacity. Now, Jesse, this is during a time where a lot of countries, including states, are saying, well, it's the summer, it's not that bad, it should be okay. And if we see this in Missouri happening, and this is kind of the latest news, this kind of begs the question, are we past the worst point of COVID? But with this Delta variant, as I said before, if we can't eradicate it, because this is the Delta variant which shows like it's a cold, right? Common cold. So it's at least at the beginning, one of which you go, okay, it's not like the flu, right? The flu flu-like symptoms are pretty obvious. This one doesn't handle that way. She says, we're still in the midst of it every time we go to work to clock in. Since the start of the pandemic, the U.S. has reported more than 33.5 million confirmed cases of COVID-19, of which 602,000 were fatal. Oh, and we just crossed that, by the way, here in the U.S. 602,000. So lots of questions still going out there. Missouri Green, of course, still trying to make sense of it all. And they're just trying to get a handle on it. But when you have the younger ones starting to get sick like this, you've got kind of a situation where how often do 18-year-olds, or what was it? I think the number which we're starting to get in our heads, how active do you think the average 30 to 55-year-old is?
I want to say they're active, but if they're like me, they're not very active.
But they get around, right? It's called,
yeah, they get around.
It's not like they stay home. It's not like you go, okay, it's, I got something, I'll be fine. That's the majority of what people will say, actually. And then by the time you get in the hospital, as I said, it's replicating in your body so much they can't stop it. So will people get well? Yes. We're gonna go back to that news again. Will people get well? Yes. Will people die from it? Well, they still are dying. We passed the 602,000 death mark here in the U.S., and that's just here in the U.S. We haven't talked about the worldwide numbers in quite some time. So as much as I want to be, yay, we're over it, we're not. And there more needs to be done. So be aware of it. Just even if you have the vaccine, doesn't mean you can't get it and or transmit it to somebody else. That's just where we're at right now. All right, and then there's this: 900 Secret Service were infected with COVID. What? Not again. Employees tested positive for the coronavirus, according to government records obtained by a government watchdog group. Secret Service records show 881 people on the agency payroll were diagnosed with COVID-19 between March 1st, 2020 and March 9th, 2021. According to documents, more than 11% of Secret Service employees were infected. Secret Service spokesperson Justin Whelan said COVID testing of employees was proactive, with more than 25,000 tests being administered. The Secret Service's essential law enforcement mission required agency employees to remain in continuous contact with the public during the pandemic. Now and throughout the pandemic, the Secret Service was fully prepared and staffed to successfully meet these challenges. The records received through our Freedom of Information Act did not include the names or assignments of those who tested positive, but more than half worked in the Special Agent Division, which is responsible for protecting the President and VP, as well as the families of those leaders and other government officials. So it's noted that Trump administration did take actions that risked exposure to Secret Service workers, but it couldn't verify a direct connection to possible infections because, identities remain private. So according to this, Donald Trump contracted COVID-19, took a drive in his presidential vehicle, of course, we all remember that, and he held multiple large rallies and events and other such things. So the Secret Service employees, 3,200 special agents, 1,300 uniformed. They're very informed, not uniformed. I'm tired. It's been a long night. Division officers and more than 2,000 other technical, professional, and administrative support personnel. So obviously, you got to keep the president alive, but you got to stay alive just to get there, right? So there you go.
Right? I'm surprised so many were infected, but it's either them or him. So
yeah. So again, you look. People throw their own lives in harm's way for others all the time, and I say, if you're ready to take a bullet for the president, man, you have got like brave duties, right? I don't know what that pays to be a Secret Service member. But
I don't think they get paid enough.
Yeah, I kind of don't either. So I feel, that just is what it is. All right. We recently talked about prices as rentals, Jesse, you and I. And what's the average? Because I told you, I think it was yesterday, we were talking about the average price for a rental. I think you said, we were talking about $1,200 and you said, what? And I said, no, that's great for a one bedroom. Did you do the math today or yesterday? Because
I looked into some other apartment buildings within the city I live in. I think the cheapest one was $1,700 for a one bedroom. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys got like a refrigerator box I can move into or something?
Yeah, exactly. Here's the good news for those in the real estate game. Median home prices in U.S. hits record-breaking $350,000, up 24% from $284,000 in May. The existing home price was established to a report from the National Association of Realtors. That's the highest price on record and marks 111 straight months of year-over-year price gains. Now, what has been contributing to that? Well, of course, you've got sales of single-family homes, townhomes, condominiums, co-ops. They decreased on a monthly basis. Total existing home sales dropped 0.9%, from April, while sales were up 45% from last May. According to chief economist Lawrence Yoon, who's the NAR's chief economist, said home sales fell moderately in May, are now approaching pre-pandemic activity. Lack of inventory continues to be the overwhelming factor holding back home sales, but falling affordability is simply squeezing some first-time buyers out of the market. The current sales pace is still higher than it was during the first few months of 2020 prior to the pandemic, but only modestly so. So, of course, you've got prices and 0% and other such things that are helping people out, which especially if you're a first-time home buyer. But at the same time, of a median price of that price, you got to have a pretty good job. So $350,000 is the average median. And some of you guys out there, I mean, you can afford that. And then others are like, for how big of a bedroom house? That's usually what, like a 2-3 bedroom house. So
yeah,
where I love our neighbors in the Midwest and other areas where $350,000 gets you like an 8-bedroom house. You know what I mean? But if you,
wait, what?
Yeah, no, it's crazy in certain areas across the country. It's so like 350,000 gets you a lot. Like you go to the high desert, 350,000
I live in the wrong state.
Yeah, 350,000 like in the high desert would get you like maybe a 4 or 5 bedroom actually. Average prices are like 280, 230, 280 for a 3-bedroom. So yeah, but there you go. You know, that's here in Southern California. All right, people. So that's the good news. And there you go. Diana Shedevere tuning in from Florida says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Stephanie says, I know I'm writing a script for Disney of a princess TV series idea. That's cool. Awesome. Good job. Diane Jefferson's tuning in as well. We have to take a break here on The Morning Show. We'll be back with more stories right after this. Stay tuned.
KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
The staff and families at Custom Care Solutions Caregivers take this time out to recognize and salute the Palm Desert men and women in uniform, standing tall for our political and economic freedoms around the world. Let's always remember them in our thoughts and prayers. Their efforts abroad and our support have kept America strong. That message was courtesy of your good friends at Custom Care Solutions Caregivers, 42201 Beacon Hill in Palm Desert. They're always working to keep our community moving in a positive direction.
Hi, I'm Frederick Penny of Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. I bet you're tired of hearing lawyer commercials. So just relax and listen to music for a few seconds. When you or a family member has been injured, call 800-616-4LAW or see us at PennyandAssociates.com. See, that wasn't so bad.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Hi everyone, Dave Levine here. The Dave Levine Show is back on the air, 10 to 11 a.m. Wednesday mornings on KMET 1490. Join me for an hour of Law & Order stories and commentary. Law & Order is now the #1 issue for Californians. If you miss it live, you can hear or watch it 24/7 on either SoundCloud or live stream. See you then. Thank you.
Can't you see? Just a few seconds.
Ontario International Airport is onto a better way to fly with over 65 daily nonstop flights to more than 20 major destinations and the easiest airport experience in Southern California. Visit flyonto.com/Ontario to learn more about Ontario International Airport today.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. And we got the average rate of a U.S. Secret Service salary. Special Agent U.S. Makes anywhere from $95,000 to $200,000 per year. So that's kind of an interesting bit of information there. And very interesting enough as well. Some interesting stories. You know, Jesse, sometimes we get crooks that are kind of, you know, a little bit with it, and then others that you just kind of go, what happened there? Like, you know, if you're gonna go to prison, make it count, right?
Well, yeah, of course. You don't want to go to prison for jaywalking. Okay, where are you going with this?
I know, right? You're like, wait, so who are we? Who are we amplifying or taking out with this information? Okay, so according to this, and I just saw this actually, it was an interesting story, which I'm still trying to get more information from it. But sometimes, okay, look, sometimes we find that there are people out there that use their brain cells, and then others that you go, what happened, right? And sometimes, and I hate to say it this way, but I don't know what happened in the middle. Like, did they start off one thing and then kind of going for another? So this happened. Okay. An incident occurred Monday at 9:06 a.m. when Sergeant Zotos from the Stafford County Sheriff's Office in Stafford, Virginia, was called to the Carter Bank and Trust to a report of a burglary after bank tellers reported they suspected the business had been burglarized overnight. Huh. Now, he arrived at the bank, Sergeant Zotos, right? To review surveillance footage from the day before. You know, that's what they do, right? They're like, okay, great, we gotta, you know, do a typical burglary scan, see what happened. He reviewed the surveillance footage from the day before, found that on Sunday, June 20th, a male suspect, later identified as 48-year-old James Roop of Rhodesville, Virginia, utilized construction scaffolding that was outside the bank in order to gain access to the building's roof before falling through the drop ceiling and climbing down some scaffolding inside the establishment. Now, you know, you're thinking, okay, well, you know, did he do the right thing? Did he get out? Well, evidently he did, right? Mm-hmm. Smart man or dumb man? What, just, you know, what would you kind of estimate? Desperate man, I would go with that, but
always desperate, but yeah, pretty dumb. Did he make it?
Did he make it? That's probably the better question. More importantly, there he is. So, he got on camera. That's number one. Okay. He went. Yeah, he did make it. He made in, and then they got him on camera, rummaging through cash drawers and stealing change. Right. Okay. So you know, he does what he does. He retrieves a soda from the employee break room. Right, because he was thirsty, obviously. Right. Got some time. And drinks before exiting the bank the same way he entered. Once outside the bank, he removes the change from his pocket, puts it in his backpack before leaving the area on his bicycle. Upon reviewing the bank's security footage, Zotos noticed that the suspect had easily identifiable tattoos on his arm and sent photos of the footage to fellow deputies to keep a lookout for him. It's just a few hours later, at approximately 2:20 p.m., when Deputy A.W. Sipple responded to the Red Roof Inn to reports of a disturbance when employees at the hotel said a man was trespassing on the property. Upon arrival, Deputy Sipple recognized the arm tattoos on the suspect, James Roop, 48, of Rhodesville, from the photos. Sergeant Zotos arrived on scene and confirmed Roop was the suspect seen on the bank's security footage. Roop was taken into custody and a warrant was obtained for breaking and entering. So at the end of the day, he stole loose change and a soda and then got caught. Like, that was, at least for the officer, slam dunk, right?
Right? Easy case.
Easy case. Should have known it from the picture. Just no planning. And then he got change. I don't even think he got like top dollars on that. So
no, covered his tattoos, most definitely.
Yeah, so he's in it to win it. Evidently not, but so there you go. If you're gonna do anything, don't do that. And then if you're a cow, run for the hills. That was the scene recently in Pico Rivera.
Oh, that's utter chaos.
Utter chaos.
When I went there,
I do know where you went there. That was actually very good. This was the latest scene. ABC 7 was on hand to capture it all. A herd of cows got loose and were running through a Pico Rivera neighborhood last night. It's believed they got loose from a slaughterhouse in the area. I didn't even know there was one. At least 34 cows were seen trotting down Durfee Avenue and other streets, first running in the roadway, then cutting through yards and trampling bushes. The LA County Sheriff's Department reported at 8:35. Imagine being the officer going, we have to rally cows? What's going on here? One cow, sadly, was shot and killed by a deputy during the incident after the animal injured a person. Pico Rivera city manager Steve Carmona said it appeared the cow was making a move to run over a baby. Yikes. LASD deputies were called to the area to help round up the wandering herd. The department was advising people to steer clear of the area. Cows were corralled in a cul-de-sac. I kid you not. They said to steer clear. You get it? Steer.
This happened at night, right?
Yeah. By 10:20.
What was the kid doing out at night? All these people probably rushed out to see the cows, and they got stupid.
Yeah, because it was a stampede. So
let's go see the cows. Oh no, the cows are going crazy.
Yeah, it's unknown how the cows escaped and started running away, but cows do what cows need to do, right? Get away.
You said they were going to the slaughterhouse, correct?
Yeah.
There you go. I would be escaping from my life too. These things are just running away.
I can't even be mad at the cows. I really can't. So there you go. Anyway, if you see cows in the area, don't get out of your vehicle. Okay, that's just numero uno. They are big, they are bold, and they run quick. So have you ever thought to be in Spain when they do the bull run? Have you seen people that do that?
Yeah, no, I don't have a death wish, so I'd rather not run with a giant bull chasing me.
Yeah.
Especially with I'm not a big fan of the whole the bullfighting thing.
Yeah, me neither.
Whenever I see that, I always cheer for the bull.
Yeah, just to I get it. Yeah. So there you go, people. All right, so we got other news. I guarantee it. Don't be a burglar. Don't create a crime and then get away with just change. I mean, if you would have gotten away with millions of dollars, I think I would have thought differently of the guy. But
at least take off. Don't stay in the same area. Come on.
He's not the kind of guy that you'd want on your team. That's what I got to say. All right, we're gonna remember The Italian Job. Remember that movie? I want to watch that now.
Oh yeah, good movie.
Yeah. This is not the guy you want on your team. All right, people, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Who is the Atua Man? Can you imagine exploring spiritual consciousness through an exotic action-adventure story? The Atua Man is masterfully illuminated in this self-discovery novel by John Stevenson. Dive into the page-turning epic hero's journey, weaving together high action with spiritual revelation. Join the Atua Man and his colorful cohorts as they travel through the majestic Hawaii, the hidden mysteries of Polynesia, and the intrigue, starting with the mysterious healing that breeds chaos in London. This journey guides us through the trials of living in the material world, arriving into enlightened consciousness, perhaps glimpse into the fabric of creation. How is the Atua Man affected by the global healing ministry surrounding him? How does he navigate the complexities of love, forgiveness, life and death, wealth and power? Find out in John Stevenson's TheAtuaMan.com, Apple Books, Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
Network security should be #1 on a business priority list. Join Brad McDermott, CEO of California Computer Options, each Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock for IT Hour. From ransomware attacks, hacks, vulnerabilities, and data theft, it may just be a matter of time before your business is hit. What should you do? Brad can answer many of your questions each Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock on IT Hour. Each show's topic will also be listed on the program's SoundCloud podcast. IT Hour, Wednesday at 4 p.m.
For generations, alligators have weathered nature, biological threats, and predators. How do they do this? The answer is in their uncanny DNA. Alligators have one of the strongest immune systems in the animal kingdom. Their fat cells contain the essential oils needed to fight off deadly infection and rejuvenate skin. How can you benefit from the alligator's amazing rejuvenating powers? Cayman oil. Cayman oil is the revitalizing and healing power of the alligator in a bottle. Cayman oil is carefully purified and refined with an added hint of vitamin E and lavender to better harness the alligator's ability to heal worn and damaged skin. Treat dry skin, infections, cuts, burns, scarring, eczema, rashes, muscle and joint pain, and more. Even athlete's foot. It's clinically proven to kill the flesh-eating bacteria MRSA. This really works. We guarantee it or your money back. Go to mycayman.com, mycaimon.com. That's mycayman.com.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hemet, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Social media getting fun over there. Angela Arahu says, somebody got a haircut. Who got a haircut? Was that you, Jesse? I need a haircut.
Did you get a haircut?
No, I need to get a haircut. I'm like overdue by like a week, but I think I get it this Friday. You know how hard it is to live in LA and not have a vehicle?
No.
Because you have one.
Yeah, I'm going to say use the bus system, but I don't know.
I need you to move closer. I really do. I've recently been bumming rides off of friends going, can I pay you versus a Lyft? Lyft prices are actually up. Lots of information there on that. So if you got to take a Lyft, be willing to pay just a tad bit more. But a lot of questions, a lot of answers, including this. Former hotel employee reveals gross claim about some rooms. And what do you think they are, Jesse? Have you stayed in a room? Well, you know, when you travel, of course you have to, right?
Yeah. I'm actually really scared where you're going with this, but continue.
Yeah, a former hotel actual employee went viral after sharing secrets she learned while on the job. TikTok user Janessa Richard gave her followers a few tips that are sure to be helpful as the world begins to travel again. In her first video, she warned potential guests that most hotels do not wash their comforters for duvets between stays. She says they wash it maybe once a year, which is really freaking gross. There are so many germs, and I don't even know what else on there. Yeah, yeah, well, you know, it's a hotel room, so what else could you expect me in there? She recommended taking that blanket off the bed first thing. She said that if you're very nice, you might be upgraded to a suite at no extra cost if there are rooms available. She revealed that hotel employees are legally not allowed to say a room number out loud, so that's why they always write it on a piece of paper. In her second video, she said hotels typically don't change out the toilet paper roll between guests. They just fold it and make it look pretty. Well, I think that's kind of the one that I don't really care about, right? Like, do you? I don't.
Right, really? Because it would be a waste of toilet paper if they exchange it after every one.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay on that one. So she added there are a lot of shady things that happen in hotels. You know, it's called a hotel. Things that you'd only think, what? You do what? What else would it go on in there? Oh, I get it, for employees and people. That you'd only think happened in movies, at least at the hotel where she was employed. In another video, she warned against drinking from the glasses provided in your hotel room. Yeah, that one is a long-standing one. You got to be careful with that. Or the ice bucket, right? Make sure you have like a bag in the ice bucket. Don't just start putting ice in there with no, new bag. She says almost every center room you book comes with a water bottle and drinking glasses in the room. I would not recommend you drinking in those glasses because they're often not changing between guests as long as they look clean. Former hotel employees' so-called secrets left commenters shocked. One user said newfound fears of hotels after all these confessions. The duvet should be illegal. And there you go. So evidently TikTok is really picking up, even though I think, people are kind of like, what's going on? Do you TikTok, Jesse? I TikTok for a bit. I haven't TikTok since.
I do not TikTok. I watch TikTok. I've seen so many disturbing videos.
Yeah.
So many. And there are some where they make me laugh like a hyena. So.
Yeah. This one, millennial sisters make over divorced mom's bedroom an emotional TikTok. A divorced mom came home to the most emotional bedroom makeover ever, thanks to her loving daughters and TikTok. Oh. Yeah, Kat Sully, also known at Magic D's Girl Shop, and her sister uploaded this touching room transformation. They likely never expected it to become a viral sensation. At 16.7 million views, 28.8 million likes, and 27,000 comments, their video has become just that. She provides some background information with on-screen text. My parents divorced last year. This bedroom has stayed the same since. She says, so my sister and I redid the room before our mom came back from a business trip. 2 decades, my sister and I never got along. This was the first thing we did together, she explained. 2 decades never getting along. She explained as footage played of her sister smiling and constructing a new bed frame. She went on to say, it's been hard for everyone. We love our parents so much. It was really emotional redoing the bedroom. As the room transformation neared completion, Kat highlighted some details around her mom's new room. My mom really loves Animal Crossing, so we put Animal Crossing everywhere. We see the reason why Kat's video went so viral, her mom's emotional reaction to walking into her new bedroom for the first time. At a loss for words, she loved it. And, a lot of people are like, well, what's the big deal? There's a lot of stuff that's the big deal. When you see people doing some cool stuff, you kind of go, okay, would you do this for your mom? I don't know. But you can see it right here on a news outlet right there. So there she is. It's been hard for everyone. We love our parents so much. It was really emotional redoing the bedroom. So they redid the bedroom. Really nice, right? Simple, nice. And then she says, my mom really loves Animal Crossing. We put Animal Crossing everywhere, right? So there you go. TikTok. That's where it's at. It's
I like
funny,
it.
the stories you can make, right?
Right?
Look at her emotional, like, she's just like, well, how would you describe her? Oh my God.
Tears right now. She just can't hold back her emotions.
It's like Mother's Day for her.
Such a sweet TikTok.
She loved it. Slept on her new mattress so well. Oh. And there you go.
Pat on the head was gold.
I know. That's so cute. Okay, so see, people do change the duvets. It's called home. So there you go. All right. What? I give you a bad one and then a good one to top it off. They're related. Okay. Change the duvets, people. All right, we're going to take a quick little break here on the morning show. We'll be back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Top Line Industrial Supply, your destination for industrial tools and supplies. We make hoses while you wait, hydraulic, air, water, and custom brake lines. Take advantage of our large selection of fasteners from grade 5 to grade F911 and a full line of stainless steel bolts. Our no-cost outside shop service keeps you stocked at no extra charge. Come by one of our 2 convenient locations in Beaumont and Temecula and visit top-lineindustrial.com. At Top Line Industrial, we don't just sell products. We sell solutions.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing envelopes, boxes, second-day ground, next-day air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. Online at the upsstorelocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
Your health truly is the greatest gift. At U-Theory, quality of life is at the heart of every product we make. From farm to shelf, we travel the world to source the purest, most efficacious, and clinically studied ingredients to create science-backed supplements that support beauty, emotional, digestive, and physical well-being. All U-Theory products are manufactured at our Southern California facility, ensuring the highest quality standards every step of the way. As a family-owned company, we celebrate the power of human potential with a mission to inspire wellness in all. Try U-Theory Immune Plus Daily Wellness. 100% daily values of vitamin C, D3, and zinc. Go beyond the you of today and catch the you of tomorrow. U-Theory.
When you want the best performance for your vehicle, think only of Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, right off the I-10 and 60 freeways. Check out Scott's complete list of performance products on their website at hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers can recommend ways for your car or truck to get better gas mileage and cut down on emissions. Need your car or truck to pass smog only? Go to Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont. Find out all of your questions on vehicle performance by logging on to hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont. hdrinfo.com. Welcome
back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We got Mr. Jesse Sanchez there in the studio wing, making sure everything is operating at efficiency. Jesse, you and I have yet to play a game of Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're going to do so, I think, sometime, maybe in the next couple of days, because we have got the need for speed, right? Have you been kind of brushing up on your decks?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm ready to go. I have a few ready to go on Arena.
All right, and sometimes I say this to people and families that don't really understand the coolness factor of card games with the kids, right? There's a lot of coolness factor and investment opportunity. Like this one. Okay, this is the latest headline. A rare Blue Eyes White Dragon Yu-Gi-Oh card. You know what Yu-Gi-Oh cards are, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right. There's a scene of just, some kids playing a Yu-Gi-Oh card game back in 2018 in San Diego. So that's why they're not wearing face masks, because they do it now. That was at the Konami booth during preview night at Comic-Con International. But here's what happened recently. A court in China calling off a judicial auction after public bids for a rare Yu-Gi-Oh collectible card climbed to, get this, Jesse, $13.4 million. I know what you're thinking.
Wait. What card was this? It has to be the Blue Eyes, right? You said?
Yeah, Blue Eyes. The card was auctioned as part of a judicial lot and started at a base price of $12 on Monday. That's according to the South China Morning Post. Word got around among collectors that the card was a 2019 limited edition version of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, a card for which there are only 500 copies in existence. Okay? You have this card, hold on to it. Right. Some game players initially predicted that the card was valued at around $46,000. That's a lot of money for a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Its price skyrocketed. And again, this is a 2019 limited edition. Okay, 500 in the world. Its price rocketed to $77,000 in a matter of minutes once the auction started, and then ballooned to $13.4 million. Thousands of bidders clamored for the card, with more than 2 million onlookers watching the virtual spectacle. Proceedings for the auction closed on the same day, according to the Times, after government officials became suspicious of the inflated price. The auction has been suspended. The lot is seriously inconsistent with the actual bid price, and malicious bidding behavior is suspected. That's according to the auction platform. The owner of the card, Zhang Yuji, was sentenced to life in prison in 2020 after being convicted of embezzling, get this, $10 million in housing custody funds while working at a government bureau. Zhang's diamond and gold decorated PlayStation 4 was also auctioned off separately, among other electronics, including a few Nintendo Switch consoles. The price for one of Zhang's USB drives, valued at $7, shot up to $77,000 after rumors circulated that the USB held information on the owner's bitcoins. And the auction was closed on Tuesday afternoon. So you get what's going on there? Some people are probably bidding on it, and it's like, you know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
So I don't understand. Like, why did they remove it?
Okay, whenever something all of a sudden... Okay, do you know how... Did you ever seen Ozark?
No.
Okay. How do I say it? Money laundering is rampant nowadays. Okay, whenever somebody, like, all of a sudden pays for, like, art, like, at a huge price, how does the money go from one hand to the other hand without people looking? So, I know. You got to look at the Italian Job in movies like that, then you'll understand. But the authenticity of the Blue Eyes White Dragon card in question has not been verified. The market for trading cards has swelled during the pandemic. Last month, customers rushed a Walmart in Pennsylvania when it restocked its Pokemon cards, and one man reportedly pulled a gun. Sales of Pokemon cards jumped 574% from 2019 to 2020. And again, I say it's worth the investment. I mean,
Yeah, but not a bullet in the gut to try and get some cards.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying. Well, I'm not. Well, look, there's stupid people all around the world, right? Like,
Yeah.
How many have rampaged Black Friday? You're right.
All you have to say was Black Friday.
Yeah.
That's enough. I've seen those footages and it just it's disgusting.
Yeah. So there's this. It's not Pokemon's fault. Seriously. And it's. I get it. Some people want to make money. I understand that. But if you do so safely and you do so responsibly, then I think, there's nothing wrong with it. It's called, investment opportunity. So, my point is this. When your kids are at home, support their trading card habit. Gone are the days of baseball card trading cards. You know what I mean? Back in the day, I think that's what I had. I had like Tops and the bubble.
Those are still big too.
Yeah, they still are. But at least with games like this, you could play with the cards, and then you have special abilities with the cards, right?
Just looking at the pictures, like, my precious.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. So there you go, and and it's a fun game. I almost want to teach my mom how to play one of these games. Not Magic the Gathering. I don't see her playing that game, and I guarantee you she's gonna be like, no. But put her in front of Scrabble. Oh boy, my goodness. She's there for days. So there you go. All right. So look. I think the point of me sharing this is we need to, of course, have fun and then be careful of burglary activities. Even though they called it off, that's still a lot of money, So I don't really know. And then there's this. I've been kind of watching this very closely ever since J-Lo left Alex Rodriguez. Have you been seeing this? The latest news with J-Lo?
I'm just gonna say yeah, but no, I have no idea who that other person is.
You mean her former beau? You don't really watch that, huh?
No, I'm not a big fan of celebrity drama.
Yeah. Well, I am because she's back with Ben Affleck, right? Did you see that coming? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't actually. We reported on Ben Affleck's nice time with his ex-wife Jennifer Garner. Well, since then, and there's been at first I thought, okay, it's just rumors. No. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's rekindled romance has been back on for more than a month now, by all reports. And she just recently broke up with, her fiance, right, to get married. Remember that? And so she went back to her ex-boyfriend, right? Now, they were big back in the day. I want to say, remember, I think they did the movie, was it called Jiggly or something like that? I don't remember. It didn't do well.
I think it's pronounced Geely.
Jiggly.
I call it Giggly because it's...
Giggly, don't be giggly with the jiggly. Have been back on home for more than a month now. The reunited couple couldn't be happier. For Lopez, at least, the flame never seemed to have totally gone out. Now, she's been through... I'm sorry, J-Lo. I'm so sorry. But I gotta say this. She's been through Mark Anthony, right? Married, divorced. I've been through the latest guy. He's been going out. Well, he was recently seen with Ben Affleck's ex lately. So now you got this whole back and forth situation. What's going on? Is it passive aggressiveness, or is it just like them are them cards? The world is not that small. Do you get where I'm going with this? So let's see. Jennifer, a source close to the actress, and I know this is J-Lo and Ben Affleck's time, so I'm not gonna judge it. But according to this, Jennifer always saw Ben as the one that got away. She was crushed after they broke up, though she felt at the time she had no other choice but to call off their engagement. Oh yeah, that's right. He was engaged to her as well. See, do you get where I'm going with this? As hot and heavy as the relationship was, they were on very different paths at the end of it. Jennifer was ready to settle down and have kids, but Ben wasn't keen on giving up his bachelor lifestyle. In the end, she got tired of waiting for him to come around, and even though it broke her heart to end things. Speaking to 8E News, another source said the reunion was fated and that Affleck has even met and won over Lopez's 13-year-old twins, Max and M. They're inseparable. It's going really well. She's never been happier and knows it was meant to be. Her kids really like Ben and think he's funny and fun to be around. He's totally won the family over with his charm. I could see that because now he's a family man, right? So since then he has his own kids with I don't know how the other ex feels. You got. Well, you know what? Here's. I mean, okay, all right. Here's the good thing about his situation, right? You've got Jennifer Lopez, right? And then you got Jennifer Garner. He'll never get it wrong. Guaranteed. He only if he. Do you understand what I'm saying with that? Because
right, he can never forget if he can't mess up the name.
He can't mess up the name.
If he messes up the name,
he scored.
You're done.
He scored. Yeah, he scored with the Jen, right? He probably goes, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe. But if he ever like, because I've done that in my head, where you think of like, right? You don't want to, but you go, and then you stop yourself. You're like, oh shoot, that's my ex, right? Kind of like, you know, mothers with kids, and they say all the names, and then they go through like all the names, and then you're the last name that they're trying to go through. I don't know if you've ever been through that or you've heard it. Joe, Henry, Bo. What's your name, Matthew? Mom. But
wow.
But Ben got Jen and Jen, so it's like, you know, it's simple and simple. It'll just. I'm never gonna let you live that down, Ben. But there you go. I just got no words, but there you go. All right. At least they're happy. I will say that after coronavirus, and you know what? Some people, they just, they get a second chance. So I don't know how long this is going to last. I really don't. But good for them for trying it out, I guess. I guarantee, though, he's going in kind of cautious, right? But she is too, right? So I wonder what family gatherings are going to be like around that. I just don't know. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, people agree. Bobby Stamp says, hilarious. Yeah, that's just, but okay. So if you go back to X, make sure it is somebody that is the same name so you don't mess that up. All right, there you go. Does she want to be called J-Lo? I don't know. I would question that. Are you talking about me or your ex? Because you said Jen in such a way that you don't normally say. I meant I'm Batman. All right, people, we got to take a quick break. We'll be like, I'm gone. So we'll be back right after this whole show, and we'll be back tomorrow with more. Bye-bye, everybody.